So, I mentioned a few days back that I might play a different game on Saturday, something other than Pokemon. And since I was able to grab a copy yesterday, on its release day, here it is. We're going to be playing Triangle Strategy, a new Square Enix tactical RPG. I played the demo, and as expected, I loved it. Because I'm not surprised at all, because I love this genre. I absolutely adore it. It's like my favorite. So, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And now, finally getting a chance to play the whole thing. So, let's get into this. Alright, difficulty is very easy, so very easy just for enjoying the story. Easy, new to tactical games, or just have a preferred story focus. Normal, played tactical games before, or like take on challenging battles. And then hard, for tactical game experts, or players who wish to immerse themselves in the thrill of battle. You know what? Normally, I start my first playthrough of most games on the normal difficulty. But I think I'm going to go with hard. Also, I might periodically mess with my audio a little bit.
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reigned. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common.
A tactical game where you have a continent dominated by 3 nations with respectively a red, blue, and yellow color schemes. I'm not sure where I've heard this before, but I definitely have heard it somewhere. So hold on a sec. Alright.
Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Young Hawk Soars. Wow. I get the feeling, just given what kind of game this is, that his attempts to forestall future conflict are not going to work out.
Lord Serenoa?
I love this art style
Good morning.
so much.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
It's nice music.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eridor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
I figured these things have a way of getting out anyway. So I think I remember seeing this feature in the demo. At least I think it was there. Just being able to press X to get a little profile of the person of the character you're talking to. I think that's really cool. Something I haven't really seen much before. Just it seems like a nice way to. Hold on a second. Gotta get some things off my desk. Seems like a nice way to have an option to basically get a refresher if you're coming back to the game after not playing for a while, or if, as these games tend to do, if there's a lot of if there turn out to be a lot of characters and it's just hard to keep track of. So for Benedict, steward of House Wolfort, absolute trust of his liege, overcome countless difficulties with intelligence and level-headed judgment.
This is a momentous day. Not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook.
And for Serenoa, the only son of Simon, a legendary warrior and head of House Wolfort. That's a very short profile for our main character. Would have thought there'd be more. Maybe it'll expand as the game goes on.
I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
Yeah, you got a point there.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict.
Wasn't her lineage the point? You know, trying to forestall future conflicts with this marriage.
I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolfort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
I just want to, before moving on, just say for a moment, that's like, I like how this first scene has pretty firmly established that Serenoa is, while not really a particularly new character type, he's one that I like, because, yeah, he's an heir to a powerful, noble house, but literally the first thing we see him doing is going out into town and talking with his people who all seem to like him well enough, and he just pretty immediately shows that he knows and that he like is willing to get to know his people and shows some measure of care for them right away. And like, yeah, that's not a new character type, really. I wouldn't even say, I'd go so far as to say that's a downright common trait in, especially in protagonists of fantasy stories. But I like it well enough. I do enjoy it, and I think it was a pretty solid way to establish this without having to really say much.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
I suppose they would have that a nation founded on trade via Rivers will probably have gotten pretty dang good at predicting these sorts of things, sorts of fluctuations in timing.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
World maps. Looking event markers will advance the story. Main and sub. Main events crucial to the plot. Sub events are optional, but will disappear from the map as the story progresses. So this is not what it says, but what I'm reading from this is do all the sub events before you do any main events. The event markers, yeah. Roster, inventory, war chronicle, and system added to the main menu. Text, your units, prepare for battle, adjust settings. And there's an autosave. You can save manually or create additional save files at any time. Can't save during battle, but quick saves are regular intervals. Well. Okay, yes. We'll save in file 1. I might, let's see how many files it shows us now. We've got 10. I think I'm gonna do this because it was my habit in Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm gonna probably cycle through these first 3 files and just go 1, 2, 3, and then back to that, so in case I want to or need to go back to a previous one, I can. I don't know if that'll be necessary in this game, but I'm gonna keep my options open. War Chronicle, Path Traveled. Allow you to view a summary of the story. Okay, nice. Got notes, information, tutorials. We have no notes or information. Can't go to encampment yet. What items do we have? HP recovery pellet. 5 of them. That's all? Okay. A roster. So we have Serenoa and Benedict. Unit details, just stats and abilities. You can press X to equip accessories. Details. Delaying strike. Delayed turn. Oh, this shows us the levels we learn new things. Pursuit stance, hawk dive, and counter stance. Weapon skill is locked. Physical single physical defense, magic attack, magic defense, luck, accuracy, speed, evasion, jump, and movement. And then there's resistances. Okay. All fairly standard stuff for this sort of game. Serenoa right now is a swordsman. Can we look at, like, class details? Oh, okay. Critical attack, critical chance. And that's how quickly their turn comes out. Yeah, no accessories. Benedict has a cane sword. I like this. I like this a lot. Raging Beast. So it looks like he's like our buffer. Okay. Strength and magic attack. That will work. That's probably defense. I'd imagine that's gonna be like accuracy and maybe evasion. And that's probably like speed? Or maybe just to, like, I don't know, immediately bring their turn. Like end Benedict's turn, but bring up the selected unit. Let's turn around right after. I don't know. It's been long enough since I played the demo that I don't really remember exactly how combat stuff works, so this will be interesting. Yeah, Serenoa's got lots of strength, physical. Looks like he's pretty well-rounded, but mostly physical. While Benedict is mostly defensive. Which, yeah, makes some sense. He's got the buffs, and yeah, his weapon is significantly weaker Nothing unusual, really. Let's see. Any events anywhere? Probably not. Oh, whoa. Okay. Huh. So it shows, so we've got different, actually shows on the bottom left the different regions, who controls different areas. I really don't, I know I don't need to be doing this, but I like, I just want to look around at the map for a bit. Zoom out. I wonder if we'll reveal more. I bet we will as we travel. Okay. Well, looks like no other events, so let's just go to Wolfort Harbor. An S-Frosty warship arrives at the harbor where a woman with rose-colored hair and her attendants disembark. Sounds like 2 more units to me. And maybe a fight.
I thank you for the escort. You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland.
Frederica is S-Frost, eldest daughter of the S-Frost family, and Serenoa's betrothed, daughter of the former Archduke, the Silent Woman, half-sister to Gustadolf. That's an interesting name. I assume we'll learn more about these people later on.
Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't
Gila,
let you down.
I imagine that's her attendant. Frederica's tutor. Tutor in arcane arts, Ministry of Medicine and Hyzant. The ruler of the S-Frosty Archives compelled him to move to the duchy.
Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late.
Yeah, same. Same.
This is a momentous day for S-Frost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please.
Okay, so they're definitely gonna run into Serenoa and Benedict on their stroll, and they're probably gonna get, like, I don't know, either they're gonna be some, like, some just, like, run-of-the-mill thieves or something coming to, like, try and mug them, or they're gonna be attacked by people that are in some way involved with some vast conspiracy to try and spark another war, or otherwise have a vested interest
Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
otherwise have a vested interest in ensuring that there is that there is at least less of a chance of peace between the three nations. Rosellan heritage is apparently not
You brought
very,
that pendant with you?
apparently something that people don't look too kindly on. Good to know.
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
Pendant's gonna be important, isn't it? That or it's just gonna be like her initial accessory. Oh!
Thank you kindly, little lady.
What do you know? Bandits.
Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
Okay, so yeah, Serenoa and Benedict are definitely gonna show up at the exact right time, and we'll be fighting them. Though potentially, if they get there quickly enough, we might be able to take them from, they might be able to take them from surprise, by surprise, take them from behind while they're focused on getting to Gila and Frederica. But maybe I'm overthinking this, and the circumstances will change in the cutscene before the fight. Shortly after arrival, Frederica and Gila are waylaid by bandits. Meanwhile, Serenoa makes his way to the harbor. There are no other events, right? No. Okay. Back to Wolffort Harbor. Recommended level 2. Well, we're level 1, so... Well, their
What
formation
do you
has
intend to
changed
do
a
with
bit.
us?
Probably either kill you and take your stuff, or kidnap you, take your stuff, and then sell you back to your families or something? Or your countries, or otherwise
Make our little
ransom you?
hostages is all.
Oh, yeah.
And wring every last coin out of the duchy and house Wolffort.
Yeah. As expected.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellan? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! The ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
There they are. Ooh, dang. Well, Serenoa sure acts quickly. Ah,
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking two innocent women?
they're bandits, dude. What do you expect? Also, way to give up, I mean, I suppose he has no way of knowing that these two can definitely fend for themselves, alright. Because there's no way they can't. Come on, they're not going to be helpless NPCs. Have you given up the opportunity to, you've given up the chance to attack from two directions, but okay, whatever.
And just who in the hell are you?
Do you not recognize? Conviction. In Roselia, 3 major guiding convictions prevail: utility, morality, and liberty. A form of invisible parameters influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. Decisions will shape Serenoa's convictions, as well as influence which companions may choose to join his cause. Who are you? Who are you, exactly? A band of common brigands, from the looks of it. You needn't know who. Surrender now, we can resolve this peacefully. You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter? I feel like these are all going to result in a fight. I kind of wonder why none of these involve Serenoa just saying, hey, like none of them involve him identifying himself, because I mean that could backfire potentially, because it could be like, oh hey, sweet, we'll get even more hostages, or they'll think, oh crap, he's probably gonna if we take him, he's going to bring the whole might of House Wolffort down on our heads. I feel like this is not. That's. I feel like that doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound like the best option. It's not the one that I would choose. I'm leaning between these two. I feel like they're not going to surrender. I highly doubt that. Maybe this will maybe this one will cause some sort of I feel like this third option gives some chance of some outcome other than we just have to kill them all. Maybe like appealing to the father's parenthood, and just like, hey, you don't want your daughter to die pointlessly, do you? So why don't you give this up? And also, they do seem to have unique sprites, so those two might end up being more relevant than they seem. They don't have names yet, but they have different sprites, which, in all my time playing Fire Emblem, tells me that they're at least mildly important for the moment. I'm gonna go with the option 3. Serenora's convictions have been strengthened.
You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter?
You got that right. This is Trish, my pride and joy. She's a chip off the old block, ain't she?
Trish is her name. Okay.
Minus the stench and the hairy arms, maybe.
Daughter of Travis, of a band of thieves, sealed from the rich across Norzelia. Inherited her thieving skills from her father and has enough courage to put the rest of the crew to shame. Okay, she's recruitable, definitely. She's definitely recruitable. She's gotta be.
You wound me, girl! That was supposed to be a compliment.
Now we've got them distracted while one of their buddies is bleeding out there.
If you'd prefer, we'll leave you alone to settle your family dispute.
You're the whole reason we're quarreling, you dolt!
Exactly! You're about to pay for messing with Travis, the Bandit King!
Head of a band of thieves, steal from the rich, second to none, as is his luck to escape trouble his skills land him in. Okay, not sure if he's recruitable or not, but potentially.
Our foe has lost their composure. Well done, my lord.
Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plan!
I wonder if that actually has any impact. I know Final Fantasy Tactics did not have many like dialogue options or anything, but they did have some, and they would actually affect your stats in a way before, in a relatively minor way before the fight. So I wonder if Benedict's little comment there is a way of saying that you've like lowered some of their stats or something. Like lost their composure, maybe that's like lowered their accuracy or something, or evasion or something like that. Regardless.
To arms, my lord.
Regardless.
Stand back, the both of you.
No,
Oh.
we fight
Yeah,
together.
they're not gonna stand back. Come on,
I
man.
brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall
Okay.
have it.
So we got our 2 frontliners and 2 squishies.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun?
Oh,
I would have joined you sooner.
someone else.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later.
Blonde, blue-eyed
Now,
man.
I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
So we have our green cavalier. Are we gonna have our red one later? Benedict's aptitudes in battle. Unwavering support with a strategic edge. Its combines of various support abilities. Alters the turn order. Frederica, Pyromancer, whose fire ignites chaos on the battlefield. Sweeping spells to assail multiple enemies. Can use fire spells to set flammable squares ablaze. Gila, she's the healer. Okay, specializes in HP recovery magic. Even more effective on allies in mortal danger. So kind of a bit of like pushing your luck there, I guess. Try to get the most mileage out of the heals. Well, nothing for Serenoa? Or did they just figure the cutscene made it obvious that he's best at stabbing people? I wonder if our mounted dude is going to be controllable or not. Beset by brigands. Battle begins.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
Positioning and turn order are 2 keys to victory. Attacks from higher ground deal increased damage. Attacks from behind are guaranteed critical hits. Turn order determined by speed. Turn order displayed by the AT bar at the bottom of the screen. Right stick to move the camera. ZL and ZR to zoom in and zoom out. Okay.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. My turn.
Travis is going first.
Give him a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you receive your due reward.
Metals and lines of attack. Blue within movement range but out of enemy range. Purple within movement range of enemies range. And red lines indicate enemies that can attack. Red panels in attack range. Yellow's area of effect. Alright.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. Forward!
I don't know if I can look at details of any other units. Use a command to issue the select unit actions and items, assess different direction buttons. The normal attack or unique abilities. Abilities can consume 2p. It's regain 1 at the start of their turn. Items, if you accept for 1 action or use 1 item each turn. Okay, so we can also just like select a unit that's within our attack range to just do simulation. Oh, and we've got our little, we got how much damage we can do, and our chance to hit. Delaying strike is a bit more accurate, but doesn't do quite as much damage. Okay, so this shows that's their turn order, so it's Serenoa, and then Benedict, okay. Okay, so that puts Serenoa in range of a lot of attackers. Yeah, we can't hit Y for details. Alright. Bandit Bruiser is a staff wielder. It's Cudgel. Travis, Obamas. Backward toss. Physical damage to a single enemy and hurl them behind you. Treasure Chaser. Okay. Blessing of Fire. Increase fire resistance. Decrease ice resistance. Passive. Fire type physical damage to a single enemy and set the ground ablaze. Beats short bow. 2-4 range. Okay. What kind of units are these? Short sword bandit rogue. Some dagger. No abilities. And the blonde blue-eyed man. A spear knight. Lance. Knight's Bane. Increased damage inflicted to you by spears. Okay. There can be passive skills that are weaknesses as well. Double thrust, that's just a lot of damage. Rush and opportune attack. Oh, we can just use... Oh. Why was I scrolling then? Yeah, I can just use L and R to scroll through without having to go to every unit. Benedict. Yeah, let's do Frederica, is a Tom of Fire. He's also got the increased fire resistance, decreased ice resistance. 0-4 range versus Scorch. And she can also smack enemies with a book. He was a position. God. Cure wounds. Those in need at level 3. Haste. That's action 3. Hey. I think. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the potentially bad move of putting him in range of like 4 enemies. I guess this game does have a facing. This will delay this guy's turn. Not enough to really matter, I don't think, since it just puts him behind a couple more enemies. Oh, and up on the top right we can see stuff about the terrain. Like we can see that this pier terrain is freezable. Face this direction.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. We're just trying to make a living here. Yeah.
As expected.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Alright. Benedict isn't going to be able to attack, but he will be able to cover Serenoa. And I am going to have him... Yeah, he'll buff.
I have your back.
Splendid.
And then we'll have him
For
face
victory!
here. Long, blue-eyed man. Wait. Okay, so the lance has a 2-tile range. So... yeah, he's in range of a lot of people, but... double thrust is only 1. That's just 1 range, okay.
This is it! Did you see that?
Backstab. I'm gonna, just in case, face this way because.
Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these
attacks
ruffians.
from that direction.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Why did you not just attack from behind?
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. I shall do what I can.
Alright. Go here. And, oh, thank God this isn't like Final Fantasy Tactics where heal has an area where your basic healing magic has an area of effect, so we can't accidentally heal enemies.
Be at ease.
We'll just heal up Serenoa.
My thanks.
Yeah.
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us. I fight for peace.
Maybe not a good move, but I'm gonna put Frederica up here. And yeah, this will be the best place to Scorch. Oh, and it shows enemies that are resistant too. This will be doing the most damage to these two.
With the powers in me.
face this way. She can still get an attack from the side, but not from behind. That's the important thing. Actually, I don't remember. I don't know if side attacks actually do anything. I'm just kind of going off the Final Fantasy tactics where they have an increased chance to hit.
Through.
Alright, Travis. You're not... Huh. Okay. Follow-up attacks. Enemy struck a physical attack. Any allies on the opposite side will automatically perform a follow-up. Okay.
From where shall we strike?
So I could have him go here. And then longsword attack. And Frederica slaps him
That
with her
hit the
book.
mark.
My turn.
Which doesn't do much, but it gets her some XP.
My turn.
Okay. What if I go here? Double thrust. Would be two
You don't
crits.
stand a chance. Yes.
Well, more like it's just one hit, but it's called double thrust. Come on, like flavor-wise, it's definitely like multiple
You're
attacks.
wide
isn't it?
open.
Ooh, she missed.
I
Nice.
shall try my level best.
All right, Benedict. We'll go. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, but I can't really leave Frederica open. So I think I'm gonna buff her up.
I have your back.
Thank you.
And then he's just gonna move. He's just gonna turn. Oh, he's going to attack the newcomer. All right, I'll take it. Did that guy just
Cool
wait?
heads shall prevail.
All right, I don't think anyone needs healed right now, so just have Gila hit this dude with her rod.
Be gone with you!
I fight for
Just
peace.
friggin' turn that dude to dust. Yeah, that's gonna be the best place for a Scorch.
With the powers in me.
Not quite enough to kill, but gets them both very close. And then there. Now we can't have anyone getting attacked from behind or the side. Well, actually, I'm dumb. Benedict can get attacked from the side.
Yeah. Hope you're ready.
Is Travis actually gonna attack? Oh no. I forgot about that. Oh, and he does some good damage too. Dang. Ouch.
This won't be easy.
You're not doing so hot, are you? Well. Can I attack? And then move?
It ends here.
Ah, we utilized the high ground successfully. Okay. There. Yeah.
The situation is grim.
Serenoa's not looking so hot right now. Really. Benedict is next. We can kill this guy. Trish, I don't think she can actually kill with her. I don't know that she can actually kill. She can do a lot of, probably do a lot of damage. But we'll be able to get her healed. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the play. And we'll be delaying this guy's turn by just killing him. And then
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
first off, I think, yeah, this will be the best way to deal with this guy.
What have we here?
Critical follow-up. There. Now they're back
Ready
to back.
for battle.
Take
Ah, she's going
My
to
lord.
Benedict.
Bullseye.
cool
so you
heads
can-
shall prevail.
So you can backstab with ranged attacks. I imagine if Serenoa goes down, then that's it. Just because of how these games tend to work. So I'm going to prioritize healing him.
Allow me.
This will help.
Yeah, she'll be
I
facing
fight
this
for
way.
peace.
Honestly, Gila can probably take more damage than the others can at the moment. I don't like using items if I don't absolutely have to, so you know what? I'm just gonna have Frederica go here. End her turn.
My turn.
Alright, Travis. You're throwing her? Okay.
Did you see that?
Oh!
This won't be easy.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh my god. Alright then. Well. I think... Yeah, we'll get some decent damage in. Who's next up? Hold on, let me check turn order. For a blonde, blue-eyed man, then that guy who's far away. Quite far enough away, though, unfortunately. I think... Hang up. So this might be play for our Spear Knight. Still gets similar damage.
Brace yourself!
And it means he's a bit out of the way of other attacks.
Forward.
Frederica's now exposed though, which is a bit of a problem. I think we'll have Serenella. Yeah. No better way to delay an enemy's turn than by killing them.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Buff more. You.
I have your back.
Splendid!
Wait here. Alright, Trish.
Perfect opportunity.
Frederica.
Oh.
I will end
I'm
this.
sorry.
Oh. Good. Now the question is she just straight up dead? I guess we'll find out. She's resistant to fire. But she'll still take a Trish will still take a little bit of damage.
In me. What?
Let's do now.
Okay, so yes, I can lance through both of them.
Be gone!
Damn, that hurt.
I shirk from no danger.
Ah, it is level 2 now. Fallen enemies occasionally drop spoils. An ally's turn on the square to claim it. Oh, enemies sometimes drop boxes containing exquisite spoils that are automatically acquired. Can't be used the moment they're acquired, you have to win. Claim them.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
I think we'll try Delaying Strike. Yeah.
I'll make this quick.
Damn, that hurt.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
Now!
Damn, that hurt.
You've left yourself open. To lead, I must grow.
Hey, Serenella leveled up.
Allow me.
Tank squad.
Now what?
You can only attack
My
with
turn.
I think. Oh, and someone is getting tossed again.
This won't be easy.
I mainly want to get rid of Trish because ranged attacks are annoying to deal with.
This is it!
Ow!
Follow my lead.
Actually, we're gonna actually have you ride all the way up here.
What would father do?
Almost got him. Almost got her.
Ow!
My stratagem is superior. Victory is not yet out of reach. You have nothing left.
Too slow.
Ow!
And Trish
My
is
knowledge
down.
grows deeper.
You'll rue this day, you bastards!
Exquisite. Okay. Now,
Let me show you what I've learned.
Flames,
scorch
heed
those.
my call!
have you put your back to Serenella there.
Let's do now.
I'll go over here.
My turn. Carefully.
I'm a little surprised he didn't throw her. I loves throwing people. Let's try... yeah.
I'll make this quick. Ha-ha!
One more! We will make our ideals reality.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
I think I'm actually gonna have Benedict play a bit further away, and then buff.
It is time to strike.
I shall do my
Unfortunately, Travis
best.
is well positioned to not get flanked,
I
not
can
get
still
totally
stand.
surrounded. Frederica, you're just gonna have to smack the dude.
Too slow. Ha-ha! This won't be easy. You don't stand a chance.
The situation is grim.
I wonder if we can delay again. Oh, no. Okay. Well,
That hit the
May
mark.
I?
I think... yeah. Serenella's actually gonna move.
These foes are not to be trifled with.
As
It is time to
Benedict.
strike.
Here,
I can do it!
because I'm gonna have Frederica just try to
At this rate, I...
burn the hell out of him. Won't quite kill.
2 ashes.
Do quite a bit of damage though. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to go anywhere totally safe. She's got enough movement.
I got careless.
Who's he going to go for?
Lord Serenella.
Let's do now.
Okay, if they turn out to actually be dead, I'm going to load a
Be
save.
gone.
Damn it all! This can't be!
Hard mode is hard. Who'd have thought? 23 kudos, 900 coin, HP recovery pellets, large HP recovery pellets, and some iron. I saw something pop up, but I missed what it was because I was looking away. And at OBS. Oh, there's still
Wait,
cutscenes.
I know that face! That's the Wolfort Lordling!
About time you
What's
noticed.
that you say?
What's that you say?
Wolfort? It can't be.
Oh, indeed it can be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
Man, I bet... He probably could have avoided the fight by just saying, hey, it's me, Saranoa of House Wolfort. You know? The heir to the heir one who's supposed to be marrying the person you're trying to kidnap. Wow, they left fast.
For a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows.
Before exchanging names. At that.
Though, I dare say
No
that it bodes well for
introductions.
Wolfort that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Yeah.
Your Highness! Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Ah, so he's a prince, I bet. Yeah.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
Younger prince of Glenbrook, okay. Younger son of King Rita, who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. Closest Saranoa is his closest friend.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns.
Oh. Not so.
Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
Oh. Ring. Looks like a signet ring?
His ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family.
Yeah.
Could that have been?
Oh, that's what you were going to say.
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Saranoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Saranoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
There's some loud
You may
ellipses.
think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
It's not too forward of me to say so, I find it most beautiful. And your courage more noteworthy than your appearance, with your own out there on the battlefield. I think nothing to be surprised about. We have Roselle living in our very domain. I like this one, but also this one. I could see the merit behind this third option, though, is just being like, oh yeah, it's nothing that unusual. But this is it. Placing ability above appearance. With this one, I want to see how she reacts. Plus, I mean, they are going to be getting married, so... let's go for it.
If it is not too forward of me to say so, I find it most beautiful.
Thank you, my lord. But you need not flatter me.
I said only what I mean. I have always been fond of roses, and your hair is as beautiful as any of them.
I adore them too.
Then it would seem we have something in common.
Yes, favorite flower, and the ability to pulverize bandits. I say as if that fight actually didn't come kinda close at the end there.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolffort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Frederica and Gila joins. Joined our forces. Roland has left to go back
Serenoa
home.
of Glenbrook's House Wolffort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war.
A salt monopoly, eh?
Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Who could have known? Well, anyone familiar with these, with genre conventions, but in universe, yeah, sure, fair enough. Encampment added to the main menu. Provisioner available at the encampment. Encampment to access the Wolffort Army's camp. Additional features unlocked as the story progresses. And let's make our way back to this Wolffort. You check the roster. Okay, everyone is in fact alive. So I wonder if at least in... I wonder if part of that might... I wonder if at least in some battles, the only downside to having one of your units fall is that they don't get XP from any remaining turns, since they can't participate. I'm also wouldn't be surprised if they turn out to be at least some battles where your units can die. Let's go to the encampment. Ah. I bet these are for like maybe for where our units will at least occasionally sitting. We can like talk to people probably. He must be the provisioner. Portly merchant. Lord Serenoa, happy new noble merchants with the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. Items and accessories and sell unwanted items. To equip accessories, because you can't do anything with them if they're just sitting there. Got HP recovery, poison, sleep, rings to increase stats. They're too expensive for us though. Iron, required to learn rank 1 weapon abilities. Stone, timber, and fiber. I bet these are for, probably for different types of weapons. It's like the iron's probably going to be for, like, the sword. Stone might be for, like, stabs and clubs, maybe? So... Whiteholm Castle. At Whiteholm Castle, home of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. But this is going to be a Roland-focused episode, probably. So he's going to be our eyes in the castle, I'd wager.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
So Franny must be the elder prince.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do.
Patriot Kansar, minister of Glenbrook, nobleman whose name has long been known throughout. Brook leads the royalists and dutifully tends to the king's political matters as minister. Okay, I see two ways this character goes. Either he is evil and he is like totally evil and gonna be just gonna like probably present himself as an ally to our heroes at first, but then turn on them later. Because I mean, just look at him, just the expression on his face. He just looks like a right slimy bastard. That, or it's going to be a subversion of that trope where he just looks like that kind of character and probably kind of acts like that kind of character to some extent, but is a staunch ally the whole time. There will be no in-between. It will be one of the extremes. That's my prediction.
I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family.
Crown Prince Franny Glenbrook. His son studies the art of kingship at his father's side, manages the royalists, often finds himself at odds with Roland. Personality clash. Yeah, I can see that already.
No matter. I will see to matters myself.
So how big is Glenbrook, and how far did Roland actually go to go meet Serenoa and Frederica?
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
Claris. Merchant of the Norzelia Consortium. Oh, he also looks like a dick. Merchant who travels among the realm's nations is a member of the consortium. Independent and neutral, manages trade of iron and salt. Just the expression makes this guy look like he is up to no good. So he's also going to be a bad guy, I bet.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
And I bet Franny is probably going to be an enemy at some point too. Probably like I'm predicting like a mid-game boss that will have unique dialogue with Roland throughout the battle, and Roland will probably be force deployed.
But of course, Your Highness.
Okay. Sorry about that.
The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War.
Groma Ironfist.
If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself.
The Dawnspear. It's also quite a title.
Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
I guess
A
this
general of
side
the Grand
event is
Duchy
for...
in Hyzant's young home. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them.
So this is yeah, definitely a way to introduce a nice way to introduce us to some characters who will be important.
Sourcelay End of Hyzant, yes.
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
I'm sorry. The title Minister of Salt just gets me. I kind of hope that doesn't come up in dialogue too often, because I won't be able to take that seriously. Calling someone a minister of salt. It's so dumb that I'm laughing at it, but it's funnier than it should be to me.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife.
We're also getting some exposition on the wider state of the world.
Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Oh, a tournament, you say?
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
That is, interesting.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
As long as
You
don't
need not
say
remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
He got some. He appears to have some sense for now.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Shame we didn't get to see profiles of those newcomers, but at least not yet. Maybe they'll... they're definitely showing up later, but...
Prince Roland, finally you return.
Who's back? Who's this?
At ease, Huet.
Huet.
I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Ah, part of the King's Guard. You remember it does Roland's protection. Okay.
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I wouldn't have minded having
Besides,
another
no one
fighter
would
back
lose any
there,
sleep if
but
something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
oh,
Well,
that
I
just
would
hurts.
not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette.
Is that the only reason? Are the vows that are the Kingsguard vows there the only reason? I've literally only just met this character, but now I'm wondering.
Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
We're joining House Wolfort starting the tournament. We're getting a tournament arc early?
How did you?
Oh, heck yeah.
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
Okay.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Thought he might put up more resistance than that. Alright. No other events, I'm just gonna, after like every event, I'm gonna be panning around the map to make sure there's no other events. Back to Castle Wolfort.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Acetone woman.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Eridor.
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Booming man.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind.
Wolfort Arms Master, experienced soldier and commander of Wolfort's forces, Simon alongside Benedict since the war. Okay.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
Spy. Okay. Taken in for losing her parents is supposed to do everything in her power to repay that debt.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Eridor doesn't do anything by half measures, does he?
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
Interested to see how he does in a fight.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eridor joined. Expected. Anna's aptitudes in battle. Strikes enemies from the shadows. Takes 2 actions in the same turn and can conceal herself. Eridor. Shields allies. Enemy draws enemy attacks. Counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Man, he would have been useful to have. Dang.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Sure.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
Ah, so that's what that is. Okay.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of
We've seen that
Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome.
So something's gonna go wrong.
Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can
the
get to the
tournament.
real highlight of the day. The tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura.
Yeah, now we actually get to people we know.
And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook,
Maxwell the
Sir
Dawn Spear.
Maxwell the Dawn Spear. Still, I wish them all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
That's gotta be,
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
gotta be interesting, for the family. Although I suppose, if they care about, if his father, Regna and Franny, care as little about Roland as Roland seems to think, they probably don't really mind.
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book.
Suppose he
The royal
just
family
doesn't,
said we're free to put together our own contingent after all.
He just wants to fight. He just doesn't want to fight with his own family, I bet. Because I'd wager at least Franny's probably participating, if not Regna himself.
I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our
I
ranks.
suppose I should have. I shouldn't be assuming that there are going to be multiple. That there could have been multiple competing forces from the same country, but I don't know.
Finally,
I guess
there
we'll see.
is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney.
Luckily,
Barring
Serenoa was
some
fine.
miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Yeah.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men.
That it does.
So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Yeah. He's got a point, but man, I want to get to the tournament. I want to fight more. Simon welcomes Frederica into his home as his future daughter-in-law and the symbol of Glenbrook and Esfrost's unity.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
His valor brought an end to the Salt Iron War. 3 high houses, an exemplary lord, the love of his people, and the king's trust.
Were it not for the
Unfortunately, he's
efforts of
probably
House
gonna die soon.
Wolfort, the Salt Iron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl.
I get the sense it's not formalities and more that Frederica just has a crippling lack of self-worth.
You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Tired from the journey and also getting beaten up by bandits and incinerating several of said bandits.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important.
You know, in the past I would have agreed. Now I'm not so sure though.
Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
Wow.
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
Keeping their options open for later? That's just my first thought.
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Okay, let's be real here. How often are the intentions behind any arranged marriage truly pure? There's pretty much always some other motive.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh. Oh man, I thought it was just going to be a coughing fit, just a symptom of the incurable cough of death, but no, Simon might just be dying right now.
Father!
Lord Simon!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort.
Oh. Well,
You will serve in my stead
all
from
right.
tomorrow forth, my son.
Dang. I don't think
Father,
anyone was expecting that.
I am not ready to...
Were you ever going to be ready, though?
My decision
Really?
is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Ah.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Oh, yeah. And there's chapter 1 done. And the Hawk Soar is completed. We'll save. Again to the tournament arc.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm.
But for how long?
One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace.
Oh. Something's gonna go horribly wrong. Just want to say that if anyone playing in my Friday night bi-weekly D&D game happens to be watching this, isn't this a funny coincidence?
Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
To arms, brave warriors. So on the one hand, that's definitely referring to the tournament, but also the nigh inevitable war that's going to break out.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this.
With the Saintly Seven of superior intellect, appointed overseer of the Ministry of Medicine.
Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Notice the italicized half there. I could hear the italics on that half. And don't think any of the others could.
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still... For today, I intend...
Hold on. Well, as much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. I didn't mean to skip that.
To step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position?
Revealing that right away, dang. Thought he would have let that go for a bit.
Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Well, and given Serenoa evidently not being certain of his own capability, they're probably gonna... The others, I'm sure, will see that and try to capitalize. Unless he does a real damn good job of hiding it.
Great. Go easy on the boy, my lady.
They won't.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels.
Explosive substance, you say?
As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
Is this game gonna have guns? The explosive substance, is it gonna be gunpowder? Are we gonna get guns? Later on, at least.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
We're gonna get into a fight.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course.
Of course, Father.
Will we get dialogue options that allow us to cause offense? Lord Durgan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. Exploration. The game comprises multiple phases, story scenes, battles, and exploration. Freely about, gather information, get items, review mechanisms, and direct features that may serve you in battle, and more. Story press plus. Okay. Oh, we're gonna talk to people. Ending of the ceremony. Be a joyous occasion. To hear your speech. Triumph for the tourney. Hello, Benedict. Answer questions regarding the joint mining venture. And the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. Prove beneficial for all parties. Brigand's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. Okay. Recovery pellet. Oh, we can just go into random houses. Let's go. Prince Roland has shirking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. I mean, in theory, if something happens to his brother... Mention a sister, but would... At least I think... Mention the sister, but would she be ahead of him in the line of succession too? Does we enjoy now? I don't think that, but 30 years ago, the realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. Bringing up how the, you know, bringing up how the last war seems like a far-off nightmare just, like, makes me more certain that this peace is going to be broken very soon. Hello, Anna. Your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. Will we bring victory to House Wolffort? Thought I saw an item. Yep, another pellet. We'll miss another quiet day. Hello? And hide and seek till dawn comes home. You'll find a place to hide, and quick. You cannot hurt yourself. Your father will not what happened to you. Favorite games, barrels were always my favorite place to hide. Clever, not mind to hide. Use that cleverness to help your father. Like this one, and this one. I feel like telling this girl to hide in a barrel is asking for trouble. I think we'll get the best response to option 3 here. The cleverness to help your father when you're older. I was always saying he can't wait to show me the ropes. I'm certain he'll be happy to, and I'm certain you'll be happy to learn. It makes Dad happy, and I'll learn whatever I need to. Aww. Husband works from dawn till dusk in port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. Another pellet. Hello, Gila. No rest for a young lordling. I'll be upon you. We will lay every effort to learn the lay of the land, share the weight of your duties. Frederica? Just like him to gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Yeah, I suppose it's a chance for you to home. How would you describe your town, Sarah Noah? To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me, perhaps in perhaps more colorful words. It is the port at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolffort is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It's a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. So we've got the like purely factual, rather utilitarian answer. one with the emphasis on safety and just setting an example without really saying much about the character of the town itself, I think. I like this one. I think this is most about the character of the Wolfort domain itself, rather than just being like kind of a Wikipedia page summary, or just saying that we're safe here. I haven't known Eridor for long, but those words are undeniably his. Perhaps I have to take a page out of his book, as I've done regrettably little relishing since I arrived. Even push yourself. Time is something we do not lack. As matters are settled, I'll give you a tour of Wolfort myself. Look forward to that. Given me much to consider. I believe I shall enjoy it here. Look forward to the day I can truly call it home. Oh. We can steal some money from this person's house. Let's go. Oh, Dragan. This town is prosperous, and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement, in my experience. Too kind, Fort Dragan. My apologies, but you are... Cyrano Wolfort. I want to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Appreciate the consideration. I'd like to explore a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. Make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. He wants to explore more. All the folk come down to the ceremony, wandering down with wide-eyed wonder. I wonder if that was Dragan. I scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will bring glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? Be there when history is made. Hello, Eridor. Still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. Just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. You did? Esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Saltmonger. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers was not to be wasted. Naturally. Let's steal another item here. Repel it. I think I'm going to the other homes. Oh, I don't think we went here. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. Added Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 8 to notes. My notes as the game progresses. They have no direct effect on the story, but help you better understand Norzelia and its history. And the War Chronicle. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, I think that about does it. Yeah, I don't think we got anywhere else we can go. So I like how the exploration and battle maps are like popped out from the map of Norzelia. Alright, we're gonna end that here. Banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragan and I had best not arrive late. At the banquet...
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Pursued Grand Norzelia Mines. His father, Svarog, was all but relegated to life on the Esfrosty Outlands. He dedicated himself to studies at the archives, restore his family's honor, a young genius who discovered how to make explosives. Kinda reminds me of V from Devil May Cry 5.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
Honor us with your words, but what of your actions?
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
Suspicious. I'm slightly suspicious of whether he actually cares that much about Frederica or not.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Oh, okay. Well, I was expecting, like, a fight, but not quite this kind of fight.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Oh, dude. Why are you putting me on the spot?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt, and we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Okay.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally.
Thanks for the help there,
This,
Dad.
however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
Ease the suffering of the people left to live without salt.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Okay, so I'm gonna predict that we will at least have a chance to recruit both Lila and Dragan. That we may be able to get that there's... I'm betting they're gonna be like introduction to, they're gonna act as a sort of introduction to the, to potentially... how do I put this? Like, potentially mutually exclusive recruits? But maybe if we play our cards right, we can get both of them. Because I'd imagine you'd probably be able to, like, side with one or the other. But if you can, like, play on their core beliefs are similar enough that you could get both of them on your side, maybe.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
It ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Gahan, however, has something on his mind. What's going on at Whitehall? Children of the Crown speak of their father, King Regna. I feel like Regna is kind of a bit of an on-the-nose name for a king.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Cordelia, Princess, the third child and only daughter of Regna, of the Sultan and Luzan. Graceful air about her prefers Roland over Franny.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule. A kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Okay, Franny might have a point if this is a one-time thing. If not, if Regna has a history of neglect, though, then no, he's talking out his ass.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries.
Ooh. Dang.
It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
Well, some kings would say yes, I'm sure.
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
I like this guy.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother!
Well, this is one happy family.
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
This in fact Maxwell, the Dawn Spear?
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolford. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Well, he's still called Masked Man, and we can't see his profile yet. This is making me rather suspicious.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Oh.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Okay, he's either gonna change his mind.
Apologies.
Yeah,
I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow.
I feel like there's a chance that Maxwell changes his mind at some point. But I feel like there might be, there's almost a greater chance that that when we inevitably end up coming into conflict with Regna, that we have to fight Maxwell, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna have some dialogue with Roland in the fight, and it's gonna be sad.
Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
There's definitely more to this masked man than he lets on. What? I'm not sure. It looks like we're good to go on. So, first off, actually, let's check War Chronicles, check the notes. Marvels of Norzelia Volume 8. Up the Norzelia River and past a handful of craggy mountains lies the Esfrosti capital. Despite the blizzards oft swirling about it, the city itself is orderly and well maintained, and the people who dwell there spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is this fortitude that has allowed Esfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Esfrost's iron stone was carved out of a rocky mountainside, which is unusual but fitting for a land with countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both a castle and an iron factory. Skilled artisans in the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle where they mass-produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to an enormous forge as large and as hot as the mouth of a volcano within the castle, they're able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis. For Esfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Upon the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Esfrosti ironworking. A gigantic bell, larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day, the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It is so loud it can be heard all throughout the mountains and has even been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. Well then. It'll be interesting to go there sometime. Let's save. Hard save for this part. Let's our roster, check some details. And it's just a passive, just act twice. Just one movement, but two actions. No poison, take cover, surmount. So at the moment, she'll be able to, like, stab twice, or use an item, potentially. Eridor doesn't even have a weapon, he just has a shield. Provoke. Infuriate all enemies within range for 2 turns. Increase your movement by 1 for 3 turns. Okay. Where's Gila? Oh, they're sorted. Oh, probably by level. Because Gila's the only one still at level 1 right now. Anything at the encampment? Oh, okay. Alright, back to Castle Wolfort we go.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
Dragan, are you drunk?
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
It's either that or
I
he's
can tell
more
that your heart is pure and gentle, my
more
lord.
enamored with Serenoa than Frederica is, and she's the one getting married to
Lady
him.
Frederica.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Oh.
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Frederica does not look particularly happy to be probably reliving some bad memories. Judging by the admittedly limited expressions these sprites can show.
Is this...
True, of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well.
Because you saw it, or did you actually take part in it?
My
I'm hoping
own
it's just that
father
you saw it.
lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
So yeah, he's definitely drunk.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over, each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Hey, if he's hungover, he'll be easier to beat, probably.
Oh, yes, a ceremony
Easier
to usher
to-
in a new
Oh, wait, yeah.
age of
I
harmony.
keep forgetting that there are things other than the tournament. But if he's hungover for the ceremony, it'll probably be funny.
I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
First step towards true harmony. Benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with it. Possible to understand each nation's motivations. I am optimistic. I'm going with option 1.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are.
Is that such a bad thing to be?
And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward.
Why do you think so?
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
You're about to say. Yeah. Okay, I was not expecting the snoring.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
Well, at least once he's had a few drinks to loosen his tongue.
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces.
You think Frederica's ever, like when she's practicing her fire magic, ever just imagined that they're like her half siblings? That any like targets she's burning are them? I bet she has.
But I also agree with Lord Simone.
Probably felt bad about it
We
afterwards.
must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Maybe this
Please,
might work out for
call
you.
me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Up the cemetery. Benedict?
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you, for our house. Pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend. Long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
So Destra, I'm guessing, is probably Serenoa's mother. Maybe a relative of Benedict as well, or maybe he was just close to her as well. Regardless, back to Castle Wolford. What was she saying? The Assembly Hall. Hey, it's those scales. But the ads are all...
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. The Lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
I'm not sure if it came up in the trailers that the scales are supposedly blessed.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolford, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfords set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolford sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
Okay, before we move on, yeah, I wanted to confirm something that yes, the symbol of House Glenbrook, of the royal family, is scales, a set of scales. Scales that I imagine are meant to represent, probably meant to represent the scales of conviction? And if that is the case, then why do they not have this holy relic in their... Why do they not have the relic themselves? Especially if it is... If my guess about the relic being that the scales of conviction are what they take their own arms from. They gave it to the Wolfords instead of holding on to it themselves. Maybe it was sort of a... Maybe since House Wolford is supposed to be second only in prominence to the royal house itself, maybe it was meant as a sort of symbol of how they're like the most trusted allies of the royal family, and that they're entrusting that to the Wolfords for basically as a way of saying that they'll help keep us in line when the need arises. Or maybe there's something more to it. Maybe it's more important than that. Or, maybe the scales of conviction are just a fancy set of scales. Who knows? That's also a possibility. Not one that I particularly like, but there's a non-zero chance it is the case.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
King Glenbrook revered as the wise king who brought the war to its end, launched a joint mining venture.
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Sarah Noah of House Wolfort. The crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, your majesty. I shall not disappoint.
Teamed off with Benedict.
I dare you to say that again, Thalys.
Oh, what's Dragan getting into?
Must you make me repeat myself?
Thalys Esfra. Archduke Gustadolf's younger brother, appointed Prime Minister at a young age, the second most powerful man in Esfrost. He also looks like a colossal dickbag.
I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows, like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me? You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
Fight,
you both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister.
Erica. Sister, like a brother shoot. Judges others based on their lineage and greatly dislikes those not from their family's main line. Yeah, she
Do
also
you think you're
looks
above us now that you're
about
being
as
wed to
pleasant as her
mighty House
brother.
Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Sarah Noah Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
You just have no taste.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
You should let them represent you. You should let them represent Esfrost in the tournament. I'd like to knock those fucking smug smirks off their faces. Be fun.
Those two, they were...
Thalis and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf.
I wanted to look at Frederica's profile again, just to see her... yeah, I can see some resemblance.
And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
I get the sense that that's probably not gonna work out quite the way we're hoping. Smithy, now available at the encampment. Well, let's check the encampment. Smithy is blacksmith and the privilege of looking at after everyone's weapons, to forge and repair whatever Wolfort's warriors require. The blades that need tempering or those that need priming, you need only say the word. Upgrade your weapons, unlock their abilities, they require materials and coin. 3 ranks, unlocking more powerful abilities each time. Weapon abilities in the same rank in any order, but the later a skill is learned, the more materials it requires. Connected to another, then they have to be acquired in the order the arrow indicates. And there are mutually exclusive ones. But once you've acquired one, they're both available and you can switch between them. Okay. Cool. So we need silver to turn our longsword into a silver sword, and then we can get an azure crystal fast upgrade. Weapon damage up. HP up. Physical defense, magic defense, luck. That's another grade that buffs, I guess. Quality iron. Quality iron for 2 stuff. Rank 2 is superior for rank 3. That is. Benedict. HP strength, defense, box cane, that needs oak, obsidian, needs timber and stone, okay. This is gonna be fiber, right? Yeah, fiber. The clear skies, fire damage, though. Reduces fire damage dealt with clear weather. Okay. A bit more interesting. Tier 3. Leather and parchment. Alright. Pistol, ice rod. And looks like most of the rank 1 abilities are just passive stat upgrades. Need stone and iron for Anna's dagger. Rare thorn. Rose, briar. An Eridor. Guardian shield. A lion's heart. Oh, that's an interesting sounding material. That's HP, strength, physical defense, weapon damage. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go weapon damage. We're just gonna upgrade Serenoa's sword and give it some weapon damage. Always here if you need it. I need to... That's something I need to, like, actually activate, or... It just... Okay. It's just... That's just innate. Cool. Save. it showed a magnifying glass icon, so I wonder if this is just story or do we get an exploration segment?
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian Mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit, and House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
But I wonder if he just... is there just nothing
Lord
to say about
Sereno
Hyzant,
is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
Still masked.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Source Lady. Saintly Seven, Minister of Salt. It's all things related to the source from which the Holy State's mouth springs. I don't know if we'll end up fighting this guy, but he's not going to be on our side, I bet.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Scene of Laura and Ixa. Orphaned by war, toiled to earn the rank of general, strongest in Esfrost.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Hear, hear, hear! Hear, hear!
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Okay, I'm looking up right now.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
I feel like, Roland, I feel like you don't want to make your father proud, but I feel like you don't really care to. At least he acts like it. Maybe he really does. Maybe he just wants some fatherly approval, and he's just never been able to get it from his dad. Have more faith in yourself, my friend. You too shoulder the future of the kingdom. No time for self-pity. Princess Subjects wasn't here talking that way. Or just prepare for the tourney, prepare and take your mind off your worries. I'm gonna tell him to have faith in himself. Like it or not, he kind of does have some. He is a prince, and he's gonna have a role in the future of Glenbrook, whether he likes it or not.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. After all, you too shoulder the future of the kingdom.
I wonder if Glenbrook will truly flourish thanks to anything I do.
Of course it will. It already has. Besides, House Wolford is at your back.
My apologies. And thank you. I shall strive to be worthy of your support.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolford.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
See, he's in good hands when he's actually around, at least.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Alright, Roland and Hewitt have joined us. We already got to use Roland a little bit. A melee warrior with range. Exceptional mobility, strikes 2 squares in front of him with a spear. And Hewitt, an archer. Okay. Ains arrows down on foes from the back of the hawk. Oh, easily traverse terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. So it does have that. I always liked that about Final Fantasy Tactics. I thought it was cool that if you that if you were attacking from high ground, you would get see a significant range increase. Best greet our guests, so also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. So I want to look at Roland and already got let's see Hewitt. Hawkbow. Okay, Hawk's Bane. Increased damage inflicted to you by arrows, so she's got the standard Fire Emblem Flyer weakness. Yeah, this isn't a Fire Emblem game, but still. Blinding Arrow, physical damage, has a chance to blind them for 3 turns. She's going to be one of our most mobile units. Decent defensively, though. Actually quite good defensively compared to most of the on par with most of the others that are not the designated squishies. Alright. Oh, sleep recovery pellets. Oh, cool. There's something over there, too. Oh, okay. Hello, Franny. Wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Your life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. You remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same. Running the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Maxwell has trained with him since he was little. He could barely stand after he sparred. He even walks like a Dawn Spear now. So proud to have him as a brother. When he's also the notions getting better of me, keep my brother safe. Yeah, I'll try. If he allows me. So is the being with Saintly 7, who's beyond unlike our many, more than capable, and prosperity to us all. It's an endeavor bound to be fraught with danger. There's Ministry of Medicine. And his medical minds in Norzelia, but the facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention Sorsley, and every service will be at your disposal. So that even the most grievous of wounds can be treated at the Ministry. Very much like to see how such miracles are performed. As the game progresses, you can uncover information that will unlock additional responses in future conversations. Okay. Do the information and the War Chronicle. Laris? Already? Yes. Maybe among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Members of Saintly 7 deigned to step foot upon our shoulders. They dealings with Hyzant in the past, they can understand all are equal in the eyes of their goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestige. I found myself in this famed equality, and perhaps win the ear of a saint in the process. A country where a station is decided not by birth, Rare Hyzant's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. Very much like to make time to visit. Learned about the holy state of Hyzant. The Glenbrook Minister Rexarm's skill reached even the lips of the servants. Hello, Benedict. My lord, before the journey begins, I'd like to ask you a single question. To what end do you believe this contest is being held? Chance to gather and celebrate, the battles may be bloodless, victory is sweet all the same. Times of peace, there are precious few chances to display martial prowess. I mean to remind people of House Wolfort's legacy. Maybe appear to be mere entertainment, but reputations are at stake. If we show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. I figure the best responses are the bottom two here. To remind people of the strength of House Wolfort, or acknowledge that there's always an ulterior motive and that any weakness will likely be seized upon by maybe not enemies, but those who are not really our friends either. I'll go with this one. So, my lord, each nation will show their strength and take the measure of the others in turn. It will be a test of skill as well as mettle. I will not treat it lightly. The first of many tests to come, I'm sure. Bewitching Dancer. Understand your mettle shall be on display at the tourney. Leave an impression on all in attendance. Hello, Lila. Congrats on the recent appointment. Tyrone will celebrate. Timon was a dear friend. You, Lord. From afar, the first time I've spoken with you. Common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. It shan't be long before they sing of House Marshall's deeds instead. We'll be singing at the tourney. Hello, Dragan. General of Laurel will be taking the field. Right hand of the Archduke rivaled only by her lord in ferocity, and she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Wouldn't have to try that hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. Silvio Tellior. One of Glenbrook's high houses' distant domain lacks the fighting power of the other two, but has been entrusted with safeguarding the kingdom's precious reservoir. Lord Simon's abdication was sudden, but all lords was given the position in time. Its responsibility is to be trying. Will it require counsel or simply a sympathetic ear? On House Tellior. Hello, Maxwell. Oh, we get his... sweet. We do get his, profile now. The Dawn Spear of Glenbrook, Maxwell Trayer. Prior. I don't have to hear it in the voiced dialogue the hero it's supposed to be pronounced. Longest warrior of Glenbrook, appointed the kingdom's master of arms by Regna. And the princess who was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I wish you good luck, but I'd rather your skill carry you to victory. Wear your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord, eager am I to see how it fits you. Alice and Erica. If those two would deign to participate in the tourney. They don't seem the type to want to get their hands dirty unless they have to. Soon you'll lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. You have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? It will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. We fight with honor, no tricks, but we'll offer our opponents no quarter. Yourselves admirably when the bandits attack. I expect your magic will be key to our victory. I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Because the magic is quite helpful. And, you know, in universe, I think it makes sense too that, like, yeah, everyone knows of House Wolfort's martial skill, but what about the magical prowess that the young lord's recent marriage has brought in? And I think it would be best to. It would also be good to really show this new unity in action. Is that so, my lord? To tell the truth, I hadn't anticipated such a response, but thank you for the flattery nonetheless. Being sincere, I have faith in all my allies, else we would not be fighting together. This tea is refreshing indeed. I'm not so nervous as I was a moment before. I shall do my best to answer your every expectation. Lady Frederica and I shall prove ourselves worthy to fight alongside you. Hello, Eridor. First tourney as lord of your house. I knew the day would come, but still brings tears to my eyes to see it. Benedict and I are at your back. Come to us for whatever you need. Includes the tourney. You'll need someone in the dirt. You need someone in the dirt, my lord. I'm your man. Let's show him what stuff House Wolfort is made of. Anna? Benedict's been looking for you, but it seems you've already spoken. Serenoa's convictions have been strengthened. Oh. I hear the Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Esfrost during this year's tourney. Captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders and a fierce Hawk Shield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action. I've never seen a woman, or man for that matter, quite like Minister Lila. Beautiful, elegant, and brilliant, what I would give to serve under someone like her. New assistant is a strapping young researcher, said to be well versed in ice magic. Should have spent more time on my books instead of in the training yard. I'd very much like to see the skill of Minister Lila's new assistant for myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later. Learned about the Ice Mage. Patriot? The Lord Wolfort, a Patriot, Patriarch of House Consar. Those above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor. Oh yeah, we are our king. The Minister's aid. Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. Envision a greater honor than this. We cross swords, Lord Serenoa, and may the fight be one to remember. This tourney with the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawn Spear. Match for the histories. Shame you won't be here to have another go at it. The sun is representing House Wolfort this year, but I don't reckon one so green could stand against the likes of the Dawn Spear, but I've seen stranger things. Okay. We saw all that. Dawn Spear is trying to defend the title he won at the previous tourney. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. He really seemed the type to do so. Sadly, we can't jump off the ledge as a shortcut. Just a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. Are those Esfrost's storied black irons? Probably. I question any Esfrosty I can about the archives. Within the archives, countless tomes lie the answer to any and all questions that have ever been asked. Only seek them out. Also, boundless knowledge. Certainly something I'd like to see with my own eyes. House Wolfort reputation is formidable, but Esfrost's military is second to none. Between day and night, even a rank and file would be a match for any other army's elite troops. After a particularly dangerous smuggler, as swift as a horse and deadly with the bow as any man alive, broke a bone in the process. Skill would have doubtless made him a capable soldier. It's a wonder what disparate paths our choices sent us down. Hawk Shield. Soldiers who are obedient, I'll give them that. Can't say the same for Esfrost's military. Better or worse, in Esfrost we value freedom over all else. The drive to succeed naturally rise to the top. Lords and ladies might view us as a rabble of ambitious upstarts, beholden by tradition. If you have ever any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, you're welcome any time. It's judged by ability and not birth, certainly produce some formidable personages. To visit whenever time allows. The Serenoa Wolfort, good to see you again so soon. Thalis, Esfrost. Calling you my brother-in-law. At the castle, more history, great deeds. Hope that one day fate sees it fit to deliver me one so grand. Sounds suspicious to anyone else? As we haven't formally met yet, Erica S. Frost. Frederica is my sister, if I hardly think of her as such. Country is old, fit her sensibilities perfectly. Hello, love Laura. Predictable match with a predictable outcome. That's all you have to say? Really? Okay, fine. Well, I think that's about it for us here. Tourney will begin soon. I best head back. Last. Tournament begins with Saranoa representing the Kingdom of Glenbrook. We get to another fight! Finally! We're only almost 3 hours in.
The combatants have arrived, and the stage has been set. Let us introduce the champions who will fight for the glory of their nations. Fighting for the honor of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, General Avlora. Fighting for the honor of the Holy State of Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. Fighting for the honor of the Kingdom of Glenbrook, House Wolfort. And last but not least, the victor of our previous tourney, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear!
Hurrah! Hurrah! The Wolfort Lordling is here in his father's stead, I see.
Lord Simon's heroics on the battlefield are the stuff of legend. A pity I couldn't match swords with him today.
You will match swords with me. I promise to make it every bit as exhilarating as Father would.
You have his spirit, if nothing else.
Indeed. I look forward to crossing swords with you.
No thoughts from Maxwell yet?
The combatants have assembled. Now, let the battles begin! I shall announce our first pairing, as chosen by lots. Minister Exham and Lord Wolfort, make ready for combat!
Alright. Our first fight of the tournament. Battle preparation. Survey the battlefield. Place units. Even return to the encampment. Cool. Defeat the enemy forces. Lose all. Victory. Defeat. Decimate the enemy forces. And defeat. Lose all allied forces. Placement. Change the initial placement before battle. Last user Kaiser. Thanks. Green Viper. Probably the unique, I guess. He's got Night Spin, Resist, Immobility, Blindness, Fury. It's Immunity, okay. Immunity to Temptation and Instant Death. These are probably just obligatory boss immunities, I'd imagine. Physical damage to an enemy, lower their strength and physical defense for 3 turns. Sorsley is fighting. Okay, he's got the boss. Slumber Stab. Chance to put enemies to sleep. Okay. Of course, we deploy everyone. Probably afford to have Duet and Roland kind of hang back a little bit. Because we got one mount and one flyer. Keep Fila away from, keep her in the back. Hannah, yeah, she'll stay there. Got Serenoa, Eridor, and Benedict up here as our primary physical combatants. The rest of these guys. Daggers, they can throw. Okay, it's 1-2 range. Pikemen. Got delaying thrust. 3 horizontal swing. Hey, those pikemen are gonna be... Alright. Gonna save? I think those pikemen with their range are gonna be a pain to deal with, so I'm thinking maybe... thinking we try to knock them out quick with magic and ranged attacks. Just have, like, Eridor and Benedict kinda, tanking the short swords. And of course we'll need to whittle down Sworsley and Exum as able. Exum will probably be the best. It'll probably be best to try to have Roland hit him because he's vulnerable to spears. We'll have to make sure to keep Roland away from the pikemen too, of course. Alright. Our second battle begins.
Be gentle, my lords. I'm not as strapping as once I was.
I expect no quarter from you, Prince Roland, nor from you, Lord Serenoa. Show us the swordplay your house is so famous for.
They're two of Hyzant's most famed generals. We'll have no room for mistakes.
Then we shall make none. Now, let us show the realm the mettle of the new generation. For honor and glory!
My turn.
Well, he's not moving that far. Would have expected more. Can I do? Yeah, just kind of attack, yeah. Could go stab this dude twice. Could be putting herself in range of a ton of enemies, so. I think I'm gonna have her go up here. I want her to stay a bit farther away. It's because I don't think she can take too many hits.
A wasted effort.
For victory!
At this rate, who knows how often she'll actually get hit. Also can't. When choosing a command, the word weak will appear over enemy that's susceptible to it, resistant appears in those who are not. We'll have to be careful not to get in range of the pikemen there. If we can avoid it. Roland, yeah, we'll go here.
Realize the gulf between our skills.
Excellent. Moving up, not attacking.
Here I come.
Do it. What? We got 2-4. Good range.
Take that!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Okay. Kinda want to eventually, if possible, get Roland over here when he gets his next turn. And maybe we can get some good, like, flanking attacks. I think we can make that work, actually. sword, the pikeman. I want to get rid of him so quickly, so that Roland has more freedom to move.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Your defense is weak.
Go for an attack.
I've been waiting for this.
Eridor. Yeah, just get a bit of damage next time. Is the rogue going to mess with our plans too much? Ah, crap.
How shall I destroy you?
Shall we begin?
It's not doing so hot. Yeah, I think we got enough. Yeah, we got the range for cure wounds. Good.
Be at ease.
This will help.
Let me show you what I've learned. Flames, heed my call!
Oh, and we got this guy throwing a knife.
My turn.
Alright. How about...
Sound strike.
You've left yourself open.
Victory is within
Too
reach.
slow.
Yeah, that guy's going down soon. Certain maneuvers award kudos with very valuable items at the Sundry shop, not available in the early stages of the story.
For victory!
Damn, not quite. Not quite close enough. Well. Oh, we are close enough to do, though. We'll get some good damage in. Or... I want to keep him out of the range of the pikeman. And good chance he screws up. There's a good chance he starts screwing us up if we... Go here. Get both of them. I bet we'll get kudos for exploiting a weakness. Yep.
Yes! Realize the gulf between our skills.
That hurt.
Damn it! Damn it! I underestimated them.
Roland's already down.
Don't lose heart, Sarah Noah. Show them that the Wolforts never back down.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
This battle is ours.
This ends now!
Carefully.
I think first we're gonna take down the road here.
This ends here!
We win.
My skills grow sharper.
Suit stunts.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Yeah, do this.
That seems to work.
Die already!
They are...
Retribution is well deserved.
Now then.
Yeah, so Saranoa going down isn't game over at least.
A wasted effort.
Come at me!
I'm not feeling good about this one. Might just need to reset.
Let me heal your wounds.
This may also just be like the consequence of me choosing to play on hard. Like, maybe. It's a possibility. That my difficulties that I'm having right now may just be entirely my fault.
My growth is plain to see.
Allow me. Flames, heed my call!
I'll cut you down!
I was prepared for this.
Yeah, that's probably gonna go down after this.
Sound strike.
That should do some good damage.
It's over.
Shall we begin? Your lifeblood shall paint my soul.
73 damage. Frederica doesn't get any dialogue.
Here I come.
Unfortunate.
From this range.
Yeah.
This is good.
Oh,
We
nice.
breached their defense.
I have.
How did you hit while blind? Are you kidding me? Status changer. Poison, paralysis. Poison, damage over time. Paralysis prevents actions. Silence prevents the use of abilities. Sleep, no actions. Attacks, critical hits. Unit wakes when taking damage. No ability, no movement. Blindness, reduced accuracy. Fury, draws targets' attacks. Tempt, lures targets to the opponent's side. Instant death. Auto revive. Revive when HP is 0. HP regen. Invincible, ignoring damage. Hit cover. Invisibility. Fire counter. Does fire damage to engage enemies. Physical attack. Ice counter. Act again. It's 2 actions. Stop. Prevents taking any actions. It goes off over time. Protect. Its caster take damage for a selected unit. Guaranteed crit. Absorption. Converts a specific element to HP. Delayed damage. Extended range. Protective aura. Okay.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Sloppy! Just die! Gotcha!
I'm
It's
gonna
a
keep,
battle, I suppose.
I'm gonna keep playing this. I'm gonna play this through, I think.
I shall do what I can.
And probably need to reset though. But I will get through to the end.
Allow me.
Thank you. Come at me! Time to die! Gotcha!
Follow my lead.
No!
Shall we begin?
Ouch.
Time to take flight.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Nice try!
Victory is not yet out of reach.
Ah! You're wide open!
I see the threads of battle more clearly.
I've been waiting for this!
Time to die! Look at me learning.
They're good.
Heal Benedict.
Allow me.
My utmost thanks.
Now then, sleep.
We're just gonna be turtled up like this.
You are not worthy of my time.
Did you say that I'm not worthy as your
There's no
opponent?
joy in
The hunt is on.
victory.
Yeah!
I've flung her over to trigger a follow-up. Whoops.
Ah! You won't beat me! Time to die!
Now we got our two bosses left.
We mustn't lose heart. Your wounds are healed.
My utmost thanks.
That's gonna be a problem, though.
These foes are not to be trifled with. All for victory.
That'll do!
To battle, I suppose.
Realize the gulf between our
Lord
skills.
Serenoa.
This battle is ours.
We're disappointed that not everyone gets deep dialogue that
Yeah! Your luck has run out.
My pride is my shield.
I'll take you on!
You've made a grave mistake.
We've been weakened.
Not sure how much strategy I can really employ in the rest of this fight, other than just keep trying to go for all the follow-ups I can manage.
How shall I destroy you?
Shall we begin? Your lifeblood shall paint my sword.
We mustn't let our guard down.
First, they're not gonna let me stay away for too long.
Victory is ours.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
Thank you.
With clear eyes, I move forward.
I've been waiting for this! Come on!
To battle, I suppose.
Does it hurt?
I see your every opening. How annoying. I deliver you to the goddess.
I'll take this one.
I won't give in.
You brute!
Victory is
Die
ours.
already!
Goddess, I thank you for your blessing this day. A worthy foe is a glorious gift indeed.
You find the goddess in odd places, Exhale. This trifling tourney will bring Hyzant neither riches nor glory.
The goddess works in myriad ways, Minister Sorsley. You would do well to keep your eyes attuned.
Well, at least one of them's taking this better.
You won't beat me!
Not just like... Yeah, Sorsley doesn't seem the type to worry about this kind of thing.
Gotcha!
This is nothing. Your lifeblood shall paint my soul.
How shall I destroy you? Sleep.
Oh, and now he's asleep.
How annoying.
To
This was destined to occur.
Ha! That tickled. You're done!
Alright, Eridor.
I
Just you
asked
now.
for no quarter. You did not disappoint. Perhaps one day we can fight as allies.
Maybe.
Minister
Yes, actually.
Sorsley, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
How shall I destroy you?
I'll show you what I'm made of!
Wait, can I seriously? This? Oh my god.
Now or never! How shall I destroy you?
Eridor
You won't
is-
beat me!
Eridor's movement is enough to actually get Kite Sorsley a bit.
Come on! Gotcha!
To battle, I suppose.
And his defense is good enough that
How
Sorsley
shall I
really doesn't
destroy
do
you?
much
This
damage,
can't
even
be!
with a
Doesn't.
sleep
Come at
as
me.
a critical hit. Yeah, we might actually have this.
Hurts
And
to look
Eridor
at
is
me,
going to be
learn.
our is going to be
How
our
shall
top
I
unit.
destroy?
Come at me!
Well, can't believe the first round of the tournament is ending in a slugfest
Come on!
between a dude armed only with a
Gotcha!
shield and a minister with
To
a knife.
battle, I suppose.
I've been waiting for this!
With shield dude running circles around.
Come on!
Literally. I like circles.
How could this be?
This can't be!
Does it?
You won't beat me!
So stupid.
Gotcha!
How could this be?
This can't be! Yes! I've been waiting for this! Yes!
No, I could have handled this a lot better,
Gotcha!
but it's actually turning out okay.
Come at me! Time to die!
Ah, my old wounds flare up again. I can fight no further.
How did we pull that off? That was not a good fight. And yet, 27 kudos, 1,000 coins, Serenova's convictions are strengthened, and we got a large recovery pellet and an HP ring.
To think they'd get the better of us.
Your father taught you well. You wield that greatsword with skill beyond your years. Well fought. The day is yours.
Not quite, there's another round for us after this, right?
Victory goes to House Wolford! Our next bout shall be between General Avlora and Sir Maxwell. May glory go to the victor.
Now, will it be of Laura or Maxwell? Who wins this?
Stand back. This one is mine.
Very well. I accept your challenge.
You really just said 1v1 me, scrub. Oh, now that's a great sword.
Whoever taught you, they taught you well. Though something tells me you surpassed your teacher long ago. Your defense is formidable.
As is yours.
Positively riveting fight choreography here.
I yield.
Victory goes to Sir Maxwell.
Something is off about that.
My hand. I can't feel it. So that was General of Laura. I pray never to meet her on the battlefield.
Sabotage? Intentionally weakening Sir Maxwell?
There will be no quarter given today, young lord of House Wolfort.
I would expect nothing less.
Oh, we don't even get to actually play this out?
Huh? Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. And none the worse for wear, considering the blow you took from Sir Maxwell.
Ooh.
He was too strong for us in the end.
Today, yes. But let us keep at our training. One day, the students will surpass their master.
Let us work hard for that day, my friend.
Fight with Laura. I was wondering if the thing about how he couldn't feel his hand, if maybe she'd like caused him some relatively minor injury that he might not that might cause him to lose in his fight with Wolforts, but I guess not. Well, there's chapter 2 completed.
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Whither the River Flows. Chapter 3, Part 1. Parts to the chapters, or at least some chapters. Interesting.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa, as I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see.
Can we not just shove him off the bridge and like into the river and just say it was an accident? Like, no one here would speak against us except for Erica. We'll find some other way to get rid of her. It'd be too suspicious if they both mysteriously died in the same way.
Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I apologize.
That. More important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
Apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Laura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzant's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
This deck sounds taken this well. Worsley.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Oh my god. This is gonna be an insufferable prick the entire game, isn't he?
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna.
Oh?
He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
Ah, okay.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
Okay.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough.
Landroid Falks. Our houses' bow arms have surpassed that even of Simon, and himself praises his battle prowess and loyalty. Okay.
Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Of course.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
I imagine we're going to be consulting our closest allies about this.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He needs to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration.
Yeah.
Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Tavern now available here. And the Sundry Shop. Hey. Oh, so the scale symbol shows up when we've got a decision to make. Side events. So before we go into anything else, I'm just going to go over my thought process at the moment. So I'm thinking... so Serenoa is going to be married to Frederica. That means there's a pretty solid connection to S-Frost already. But she is the bastard daughter of a concubine, and was probably, in all honesty, not really seen as being worth all that much. So it may be good to try to strengthen relations further. Plus, I personally just think that Esfrost's emphasis on that emphasis on freedom, I do like that. And it'll be interesting, and I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of stuff they've got. As for Hyzant, relations are not as, we don't have a ready-made connection like we do to Esfrost, so it may be prudent to go there, to go to Hyzant, just to try and strengthen ties however we can there. For now, we're gonna go to the encampment. Eagle-Eyed Elder, the Sundry Shop. Kudos for special wares. For your kindness. Ask, you'll be able to promote units' classes here. I'll tell you when one of your comrades is ready. Exchange kudos for items and promote allies. Okay, so they're all recruits at the moment. Every unit has a class, and each is divided into ranks. Recruit, veteran, and elite. Okay. When you increase their stats, maximum TP, unlocks new abilities, and changes their appearance in battle. Be at or above the specified level, and you have the appropriate medal. Okay. Medal of Bravery to recruit to change from swordsman to sword fighter. You have to be level 10. Okay. Spear Knight becomes Cavalryman, Tactician to Strategist, Pyromancer to Firecaster. Ooh, I like that design change. Not huge, but I do like it. Mission to Curist. Spy to Assassin. Hawkbow to Flyer. Silver Guardian. Very close to operate slot on coin, but kudos. Quietus. Change for items with quietuses and medals. Those are executed immediately in battle, different from abilities in 3 ways. Don't consume a turn. Consume quietus points. Each quietus may only be used once per battle. Medals, promote a unit's class. New ones added as the story progresses. Increases the max this point slots by 1, activates the moment you trade for it. Critical blow. It's a currently active guaranteed crit. For 50% of an ally's HP, heal their status ailments, restore their lowered stats to normal. Fandom, move an ally's turn directly after your own. For one kudos, you can get the history of Glenbrook, development of the Norzelia Consortium, the Eternal Norzelia River, and Secret Tactics Scroll of Heaven. Tactical information related to cavalry units and hawk riders. I feel like it would be smart to grab one of these for 50. As much as I would like to get the lore, that can come later. I think I'm going to go for the heal. Because right now we only have one healing unit, and I don't like using items, just because I don't think about it a lot. Until next time. That's the smithy. Whoops. The tavern. Beard and barkeep. St. Lord Serenoa, welcome to the Encampment Tavern, where soldiers have a place to relax. As long as I'm around, I'll stick with you to the end. Better drop in for a drink and a chat. Engage in mental mock battles at the tavern. Each one's different. Choose the one that best suits your aims. Okay. Let's see. So basic training. Proficiency in melee combat will prove key to victory. Cut your teeth in the small arena before moving on to advanced trials. Pincer attack. Enemy troops are divided into 2 regiments. Think carefully about your approach before deploying. Things will quickly turn sour if you get surrounded. So pay attention to enemy positions. I wonder, does this actually get us XP, or are they just little challenge battles? Limit the number of units units you may deploy. Units over the threshold go into the reserve. Units may prove especially helpful and marked recommended. No penalty if you don't deploy them. Cool. This has to shield bearer, bowman, blade. Okay. So, we definitely want our level 2s.
I live to serve.
Yeah,
very good.
As well.
But of
course. I think I will probably benefit from playing much more defensively and just letting enemies come to us for a bit. We shall see though. Plus moves to currently selected space and your turn. Minus use compass. Have enough QP to use one, each one once per battle.
My turn.
Anna, go here.
Charge!
Roland. Up here.
Forward!
Several Noah will not open himself up to a million different attacks. Opening himself up to 2 attacks? Okay. That's
I
acceptable.
see a path to victory. A brief respite.
Splendid!
I shall do what I can.
Sheila. He's gonna hang out here.
I fight for peace.
And Frederica. He'll just go here.
I will end this.
Allow me. Allow me.
Not great, but
This will prove useful.
My turn.
yeah, not my favorite use of my turn of that turn there. Mainly because I would have liked Anna to be able to get more of those sweet double crits.
Damn it!
Oh, he froze the ground. Freeze. Ice attack on freezable square will freeze it. For exceptions to the rules, frozen reduce mobility and accuracy of any units standing on them. Frozen tiles can be melted by fire attacks.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
We'll go with this.
You're open.
Hurt.
Impossible!
Ooh,
Shall we
that also
begin?
hurt. I'll heal you up.
Allow me.
The tides are turning.
Yeah, just stay
I'm
there.
a fool.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. It is time to strike.
Delightful.
I got a plan.
I will end this.
That plan being to have buffed Frederica. do this.
Flames, heed my call. It worked.
Hit 3 units at once. And got kudos for it, and struck a weakness at that.
I'm a fool. My lord! Ah!
My turn. Allow me.
Allow me.
Drop this shield bearer.
Ha!
You've left yourself open.
There we go. Oh yeah, I never did check what pursuit stance did I? Increase accuracy and damage with follow-up attacks. Okay. I might have expected as much.
My lance strikes true. Did you see that? Allow me. Carefully.
There we go.
On your guard. What have we here? I shirk from no danger.
Now we just got the one archer left.
Mother.
Oh.
I shall try my level best.
Sorry, Frederica. I didn't expect her to get blasted by that.
Let me heal your wounds.
Oh wait, yeah, we do have a shield bearer left to fight, don't we? Whoops. Kinda forgot about the shield bearer.
Be at ease.
This will help.
My turn.
Let's throw some poison.
You won't escape.
Oh. Let's try again.
This'll hurt.
There we go. Good job, Anna. Took a couple tries, but you did it.
For victory! Take that! Yes!
You're open.
You know, this might sound weird,
Where
but I
shall we
kind of
strike?
wish that you couldn't just choose to attack one enemy with the lance. Like, I wish it always just hit the 2 squares in front, so you had to actually, like... You would actually be risking hitting your own allies.
Let us
depending on
try
your
out their
positioning.
weakness.
I feel like it would be nice to make positioning just that little bit more
Allow
important.
me!
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
Thank you. My turn.
It's over.
Leave it to me!
There we go. Frederica's the only one who's going down this battle. Nice. And that's because she ate a crit from an
My
ice
turn.
arrow.
Brace yourself!
So I know his conviction is strengthened. By what? I'm not sure. Suppose we might find out soon. Who knows? Strengthened 3 times. Well, we don't get money from mental mock battles, but we get kudos though. Let's fight the next one too. Don't be a stranger. Rotate the camera. Let's do pincer attack. Oh, we get a fiber for doing this too. closer. Got bandits down this way too, including a healer. So we go for these ones first. There's also some spoils around to get. Yeah, these guys, they can wait. Hey. We will want our own healer.
If I meet your approval.
So, Gila,
I
take
live to
Anna.
serve.
I like her multiple attacks.
Shall we?
EXP.
I won't let you
Duet
down.
has the most mobility by far on this map.
Very good.
And Saranoa. And I think Roland
Now,
will be good
arms.
as well. Kind of, yeah. This will be good, I think. A little awkward, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't like. Regardless, we're gonna have to leave our squishies somewhat exposed.
Time to work.
Okay, so they're kind of alternating. Okay. I think we definitely want to go through here first to take down that healer.
This'll hurt. I feel stronger already. Ouch!
Frederica is extremely squishy. My god.
Charge!
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
This battle is ours.
I'm just gonna restart this. No, I'm not gonna deal with this. No, not happening. I need to get Frederica some XP. I'm not just letting her drop in the fucking before she even gets her first turn.
My turn.
You know what, Anna? You're going here.
Too obvious.
For victory!
Also want to deal with this archer.
This battle is ours.
Let's try tossing a
You'll get no
blinding
mercy
arrow
from us.
at the archer. Yeah, that'll make him a bit less of a pain to deal with.
From where shall we strike?
Oh, but there's another archer, of course. can't actually hit Frederica. Let's try a delaying strike. I don't think I've used delaying strike enough.
I'm a fool.
Ouch. That hurt. Oh, now he is. A shot on Frederica.
Cool heads shall prevail.
He's alive, though. Additional HP to allies, 50% or less of max HP and using health restoring commands. As expected.
Allow me. Much appreciated.
Oh, nice cure wounds.
It hurts.
Ouch! I accidentally ended the turn without her doing anything.
Time to work.
That is not at all what I meant to do.
What's do now?
Allow me.
Cyrano,
Nice.
here I come.
Alright, you know what? I think... Yeah, we're coming up on 4 hours. I'll say this is as good a place as any to call it for tonight. So yeah, I am enjoying this game a lot so far, quite a bit. Can't wait to see more of it and see how much deeper things get as it continues on. For now, I am also, of course, suffering due to playing on hard mode, though, I'm sure, because I'm guessing that I'd be having at least a slightly easier time on normal. But regardless, I'm looking forward to playing this again. There's a good chance that I will be playing more on Monday. We shall see, but it's a very good chance. Not sure how exactly this is going to affect my schedule long term. If I might alternate between this and Pokemon on Saturdays, or I might... I don't know, really. I'll figure something out. But I'll be playing this for a little bit. We will get back to Pokemon, though, rest assured. As for some other housekeeping things, for Tuesdays for a while, I am strongly leaning towards another Hollow Knight randomizer, because I really enjoyed the first one I did, and I want to do more. I might probably do the same settings just with a spoiler log, and now that I think I have a bit more of an idea of how the randomizer works, and of where some other things can be found, I should be able to do things a bit faster. Thursday is going to be more Devil May Cry, of course, and then next Saturday, like I said, not sure. It's either going to be Triangle Strategy or Pokemon, not certain. And something to know for anyone who watched this far live or happens to get this far on the VOD. I do have a Twitch channel that I will that I do intend to start using a little bit. I want to try it out, see what it's like, see how I feel about it there. I know it's generally, as far as I know, I believe it's generally considered better for discoverability, so that would be quite nice. Rest assured, though, I intend to post Twitch VODs here on YouTube, though, as well. Partially because I don't want to abandon this channel after really just starting to use it, as I recently have. And Twitch only stores VODs for so long. So there's that to look forward to. So anyway, I thank you for watching, whether you watch live or the VOD. Thank you sincerely. I hope you enjoyed this my first look at Triangle Strategy. And I look forward to playing more, and I look forward to seeing you there to experience it along with me. So, until then, I will see you later.